So here's something you don't get to do in Call of Duty every day. No, you actually can't get on the walls properly, I presume, unlike me, but it's this. Whee! Having fun, folks, that's what it's about. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the Battlefield 4 underground. Today, still wanted by the noobs, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, if you can find them, maybe you can hire the DGen team. So to those of us who were older gamers, we all remember the A team. To me, it takes me back to Saturday evenings, staying up late to watch the A team. Staying up late now was probably 6 o'clock or something like that, but I was probably only 8 or 9 at the time. And I was thinking, it's how long ago is it? And I think it's, I don't really want to say it, but this must be heading for 25 years ago, so that probably gives you an idea of my age, and I'm being optimistic on that as well. And thinking back, I suppose the A team was like the Call of Duty of its time, and there was no video games around that, I remember. Maybe it was just on the arcade games, so the A team would have given us our adrenaline action, I suppose, and we would have seen guns and stuff like that. And coming from a small village in Ireland and all of that, I suppose it was probably pretty cool at the time. One scene always sticks out though to me that I even knew was lame at the time. It was a noob move, I suppose, out of the A team, and it was at the start when there was a jeep, and this jeep was going over a ramp. This ramp had been cleverly disguised behind a bush, and the ramp flips over in midair and kind of lands on its roof, and you can see a dummy flailing around inside. And even then I was thinking, suspect. So no more suspect, I suppose, than some of the dummies who are playing the fucking games nowadays, you know. So I suppose we've moved on a lot in 30 years, and I suppose this is the joy of being able to have your own YouTube channel. You can do what the fuck you want, you can post on it what you want. I might actually get a copyright strike for the music in that. I did try to get an instrumental version, non-copyright, but I don't know if such a thing exists, I suppose, but I'll take a strike for it. It's not as if it's fucking monetized and I'm making a whole lot of money out of it. So back to the game in hand. This is the game of Conquest. Obviously, as I said, I haven't played much Conquest. I would say I've played 10-15 games of Conquest, and I put about 260 hours in total into Battlefield 4. So obviously Conquest is not one of the game modes, and simply for a few reasons, I suppose. I think it's slow paced. I think there's more fun to be had in it. Definitely in terms of destructible buildings and stuff like that, you know. Battlefield 4 has done that like no other series has. I remember when COD Ghost came out, and they were showing the destructible environments, and a friend of mine, Hitman26, he was a huge Battlefield player. He has like 1,500 hours he had put into Battlefield 3, and he says what he called a garage falling down, a destructible environment, you know. And I didn't really get it at the time because I wasn't into Battlefield, but now that I play it, yeah, it's a different case altogether. And DICE are to be fucking commended for that. And I wonder, being a nerd, what sort of team, the amount of people who are at DICE versus say the amount of people who are at Treyarch or Infinity Ward or Activision, that'd be interesting to know. So if anyone knows, you can let me know. The reason I don't really get Conquest, I suppose, is I don't really understand it a lot. So more than this being just a commentary, it's actually me going to ask some questions on Battlefield 4. The parts that I don't understand, I see all the flags and stuff at the top of the screen, the ABCs. I never really know which one to go for. I never really know which one is closest, and I'm shouting at the lads, which one am I going for, and they're saying it's fucking flashing in front of you, but I still haven't grasped the concept of that, which is a bit stupid, I suppose. And odd time I see a line that directs me to where to go, and I set off across the fucking country, and yeah, cross-country running is what I seem to do most of the time, and that's one of the other reasons that I don't play Battlefield 4 Conquest a lot. I seem to do an awful lot of running. Every time I spawn, there seems to be never a fucking vehicle around me. Even if I wait like maybe 30 or 40 seconds, still no vehicle turns up. And because I'm used to playing domination, I'm used to playing fast-paced games, TDM in Call of Duty and stuff like that, I just don't have the patience to be waiting around. So that's one of the things that's annoying for me. So maybe I'll start getting into playing a bit more Conquest. I did enjoy that game. I can't remember the score again, 24 and something. I started off 1-7 or something like that, so I started off pretty bad. But me and Drive were holding down the F flag, I think it was. So that worked out fairly well for us. So just a quick video on Battlefield 4.